Hey, house guests, welcome to today's Big Brother 25 updates and spoilers. It's eviction day! Woo! And jury finally starts tonight. Can you believe it? We're in the 70s now for days. I don't know, it's 71, 72, something like that. And we're just starting the jury. So, welcome and thank you for being here. Our house guest of the day is Jay McKishin, 7378. Thank you so much for your post-stream tip the other day. We really appreciate that. And we couldn't do this without you. So thank you again. And if you guys want to be house guests of the day, check out our Patreon link in the info box below or leave us a tip. All right. And before we get going, I also want to thank yesterday's super chatters because that is another fantastic way to support our channel. So Laura Dalton, Mary Ellen L, Finding Lori, Jack D65, Wendy Will, Alice Show, and Hannah H. Thank you all so much for your super chats. Oh my goodness. Yes, tonight's episode is on at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Can't wait. Let's get this going. All right. So when we left off yesterday, we've got Cameron and Sari up on the block. And Cameron told America, I'm done campaigning. He knows that he's not going to be able to get the votes. He's getting shut down on these game chats. And he's just going to enjoy the rest of his time, right? He's caused quite a bit of chaos already this week. He spilled a lot of information. He exposed Matt and Jag's games, exposed their alliances with everyone, talked about how they're pitting people against each other so the two of them can just sit back and keep their hands clean while everybody goes after each other. And you know what? Sari has really been taking this information to heart, right? She is seeing what's unfolding before her, which is basically Matt and Jag steamrolling to the end for the rest of the season, right? So Sari and Felicia have been discussing their options moving forward. Like we talked about yesterday, they were trying to decide, do we side with Corey and America or do we side with Matt and Jag, right? What's the better option for us? So Felicia is still trying to make this all women's alliance happen. She would like Corey to leave next so that then America won't have anybody and they can pull her in. Felicia's also thinking we can pull in Bowie and Blue, and then the 5 women will go after Matt and Jag. She's like, we'll have the majority. It's going to be great. It's going to be, the 5 of us versus Matt and Jag. I think she's underestimating how difficult it's going to be to pull in Bowie, Blue, and America, pull them away from Matt and Jag. Also, they're going to have to beat Matt and Jag in the competitions to make that happen. And I just don't know how likely that is, unfortunately. So, I mean, you never know. But Sari is thinking, it shouldn't be Corey leaving next. It needs to be Jag. And I have to agree. I think that's the next move. And Sari says, if I win HOH, I'm going to put up Matt and Jag together. She says she's not afraid to do it. And she doesn't want to give them the chance to use the power of veto on each other. So that's why the two of them need to go on the block together, right? It guarantees that one of them will be leaving. They will be split up. Okay. So Sari has been trying to get Blue off of the anti-Corey train because as much as Sari wants Corey out, she knows that that's not really going to do her any favors in the game right now. So she's been telling Blue, listen to what Cameron's been saying. It's important. You might get something out of it, you might get some good info. But Blue told Sari, I think everything Cameron's been saying is bullshit. And she says, I've been working with Matt and Jag since the beginning, and those two are not masterminds. They are not running this whole house. She said she would be shocked if Matt and Jag targeted her next week. That's exactly what Jag is planning and pushing for. Jag wants to put Sari and Felicia up on the block and then backdoor Blue. So I think Blue might be in for a shock if Matt or Jag win HOH. But anyway, Blue was saying that she plans to throw HOH, let Matt or Jag win. And she expects them to take out Corey. She says, I want them to get the blood on their hands. And then I will win the following HOH and put up Matt and Jag together. Miss Girl, there's a good chance you're not going to be here to do that. You might want to think about that again. But pretty much all of the house guests, except for Sari and Felicia, were saying yesterday that they wanted to throw this next HOH competition. Oh my God. We're going into the final 8, and this many people are talking about throwing. What is this season? So it would be a good time, honestly, for Sari and Felicia to win HOH and make a big move. We'll see. We'll see. So yesterday got off to a really slow start game-wise. Matt was sharing with the house guest that one day he wants to get some ducks to raise as pets. He's saying like 2 ducks, a dog, a mini pig. He even threw a monkey in there. I don't know about all that. I don't think he's really thought this through. And I think he needs to do a little more research before he makes any commitments like that. But anyway, America was talking again about how BB Twitter and like the online community rank all of the house guests every day. I've heard her have this conversation so many times this season. She is really obsessed with these house guest rankings. We saw Corey got a makeover. He had his nails done by Bowie, his hair curled by America, makeup by Jag, and I have to say the makeup was questionable. It was not Jag's best work. It looked like Corey had 2 black eyes. It was not good. And then they put Corey in the pink jumpsuit from the OTEV comp. That's fun. But mid-makeover, Corey and Jag talk a little bit of game. Bowie's also there, and they're trying to figure out what would Cirie or Felicia do if they win HOH. They're saying they think that Cirie and Felicia would target Blue. Absolutely not. I'm pretty sure, excuse me, that Jag knows this is not true, right? Because Cirie and Felicia have played it off to Jag and Matt, like if they win HOH, they're going to target Corey. But we know that Cirie doesn't want to do that. Cirie wants to target Jag. Felicia could go either way. I think Felicia right now wants Corey to go, but I think if she were to win HOH, Cirie would be able to get her on board with targeting Jag first. Felicia has been back and forth about it the last few days, so I do think that she would end up targeting Jag. But anyway, it is a situation where Corey, when they're talking to Corey, they're telling him that they're going to target Blue because they don't want to be like, we're targeting you. You know what I mean? I don't know, whatever. Anyway, so they start talking about the next HOH competition, and Jag is hoping it's going to be the slip and slide comp. And he says if it is, he thinks they're going to have a solid shot to win. These house guests have talked about the slip and slide competition almost non-stop this week. Honestly, it's making me hope that it's not the slip and slide competition. I'm sorry. It's just too much. And I don't like when the house guests try to like game the competitions and be like, okay, you're going to go for HOH. I'm going to go for safety. You're going to go for a prize, blah, blah, blah. I don't like that. Just freaking play. Or like if they're trying to plan for like a questions comp and they're like, you say A, you say B. I don't like that. Just play the competition. But Jag says the main thing is we need to make sure that Blue does not get safety if it's the slip and slide comp. So they're planning out for like a slip and slide with multiple options, like a jug for HOH, a smaller jug for safety, an even smaller jug for a prize, whatever. Which I don't think they do all that often when it is the slip and slide. I think that happened maybe like once or twice. And for the most part, it's just like you're either going for HOH or you're going for the smaller jug to get the bigger scoop to then go for HOH. So I don't know. Yeah, they're planning out every little detail that they can, but Jag does not want Blue getting safety because Jag wants Blue out. Okay, so Corey says he feels like no one is going to beat Matt or Jag if it is the slip and slide. And Corey says it makes more sense for Matt to go for HOH because it'll be easier for Matt to take the shot at Blue than it would be for Jag, because Jag and Blue used to be like super tight. They've definitely drifted apart a bit because now Jag is so close with Matt, Blue was so close with Jared, but it would definitely be, a stab in the back for Jag to be the one to take out Blue. But Jag says, as of now, Matt is down to go for HOH. At that point, I'm pretty sure Matt and Jag had agreed that they were going to throw the HOH comp. But he's not going to share that with Corey, right? He wants Corey to think like, yes, we're going for it. So Jag says, if Matt's going for HOH, I can go for safety to make sure that Blue doesn't get it. All right. Well, I hope it's not that competition. Okay. So anyway, a little later, the shenanigans continue. America puts hair extensions on Bowie. That's fun. Okay, moving on. Blue is talking to the cameras in the scary bedroom. And Blue says, wow, it's been a crazy few days. Kitty, kitty, purr. She says Cameron has been doing the Cameron thing. He's trying to drive wedges between people. maybe you should, I don't know, listen more to what he has to say, maybe heed his warnings. But no, she's not taking it seriously. So Blue says, I am going to throw the HOH competition. She says, it's very obvious what I would do if I was HOH, meaning target Corey, because she's been saying that for weeks now. And she says, I know that Matt and Jag don't want to get blood on their hands, right? They want me to win this HOH so that I'll be the one to take the shot. But I'm going to throw it because I want to see if Matt and Jag will walk the walk and not just talk the talk. I want to see if they will make that big move against Corey. She says it'll be a much bigger betrayal for one of them to take out Corey instead of me. Okay, but like you're the target if they win, not Corey. So you're taking a big risk here. So Blue says also she would like to create an all-girl alliance situation, which is what Felicia and Cirie have already been talking about. So apparently Blue would be on board with this. But again, she wants Corey to leave first. So Blue says, I can't do that with Corey still here. I can't have that girls alliance because I don't trust America with any information while Corey is still in this game. Okay, so Blue says if Matt or Jag take out Corey, America will come to me and we can work together. And she's talking about how she actually wants to go to the final two with America. She says, America's one of my girly pops. Wasn't Girly Pops an alliance like last season or something? It sounds so familiar. But Blue says, I know I can't go to the end with Matt or Jag, even though on a personal level, I would love to go to the final three with them. But this is not RuPaul's best friend race, right? She's not here to make friends. She's not here to go to the end with friends. She says she is here to win $750,000. Some of your choices make me question that. But she says after Corey leaves, I want to win HOH and I want to put up Matt and Jag. If you're here for it. She says, that's where I'm at right now. I'm trying to carefully navigate my relationships. And again, she says, I'm going to throw the HOH competition. And she says, I hope it's not something that I would be good at because it's really going to pain me to do it. But it is what it is. Okay. All right. So anyway, Matt and Blue chat in the scary bedroom. And they're talking about who they think people would put up if they were to win HOH. And Matt says, well, we know what Corey would do. And Blue's like, oh, you think he'd go after me? Duh. She has gone on and on for weeks about how she's targeting Corey, and she doesn't think he would do the same to her. But Matt's like, yeah, I think he'd go after you. And he says, we really need to win this HOH. So Matt here is trying to pump Blue up to win, right? Because Matt wants Blue to do the dirty work and take out Corey so he doesn't have to do it. So they agree. They hope it's the slip and slide competition. And Blue says, well, Corey and America have been telling me that they would target Cirie and Felicia. So I don't, are they targeting me? Do you really believe that? And they're not going to say to your face, we're targeting you. Come on. But Blue says, I guess we just have to win. Corey has got to go. Will this change her mind? Is she still going to want to throw HOH? Because I guess apparently she wasn't counting on Corey and America targeting her. But now that she knows this, will she want to play for that HOH? We'll see. So a little later, Cirie and Blue are chatting in the scary bedroom. And Cirie is trying again to get through to Blue. So Cirie says, I talked to Corey earlier, and he said, whoa, things are getting sketchy. Whatever that means. Blue says, well, Cameron told Matt, I heard that Cameron told Matt to be careful because the women are going to try and band together to go against the rest of the guys, which there has been a discussion about. But Cirie is like, why is Cameron saying that? Nobody said that to him. You knew he was going to throw anything at the wall that he could, right? Because if Cameron can sell it to the guys that the girls are going to get together, maybe they'll want to vote out Cirie instead of Cameron. But no, that's not happening. So Cirie is wondering, did Matt believe what Cameron was saying? And Blue basically says, no, I told Matt, like, Cameron's making stuff up, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So Blue says, I've been thinking about it though, and I am getting a little bit worried now about throwing that HOH competition. Oh, so maybe what Matt said has struck a chord here. She's like, I don't think that Matt and Jag would put the two of us up on the block, but she's thinking there is a chance that Corey and America might put them both up. Yeah. Okay. So Sari is like, why did you want to throw this thing again? And Blue says, I want Matt and Jag to be the ones to take the shot at Corey and get blood on their hands. And Sari's like, I get that, but it's also like really sketchy to throw this HOH. We're getting too late in the game to be throwing HOH comps at this point. But Sari says, Corey brought up a good point. He brought up to me that you've been left out of 3 votes now. So, like, what does that say about where you stand with people like Matt and Jag? So, Sari says it is something for you to think about. Maybe you should definitely probably not throw this HOH competition. And Blue says, yeah, maybe I should just go for it. Probably. Okay. So later, Matt and Jag have a check-in in the HOH room, and Matt reports that from what he's seen, he's been hanging out with Felicia and Sari all day. He says he is pretty sure that Felicia and Sari are anti-Corey, and if they win HOH, they will target him. So Matt and Jag are pretty pleased by this, or at least Matt is. Jag's like, but do you think it's better to get Blue out next or Corey? Like, who would be better to take out, Blue or Corey? You knew this was going to happen. He does not want to let Corey go. So Bowie joins them, and Matt says, oh, Sari is fully on board with working with the 3 of us because they've been talking about how they would like to get Sari into a Final 4 alliance with them. I guess they figure they can beat her easily and they can get to the final 3 together. So Matt says he's not so sure about working with Felicia, though. She might be down to work with us, but also she's kind of a disaster when it comes to the game, right? She's all over the place. She's got a big mouth. So Bowie says, maybe we just leave Felicia hanging for a bit, right? We'll bring in Sari, and then Felicia's kind of just, maybe we can work with her a little bit here and there. All right. So then they're talking again about who should go next week. So Matt wants Corey to go, then Blue. And Jag is like, no, I think it's the opposite. Blue needs to go first. Of course, Jag doesn't want to let Corey go. So Jag says, if we take out Blue, Corey and America are still probably going to be scared to take a shot at us, right? They don't want to be taking the first shot. I'm pretty sure that Corey would be okay at that point with taking the shot at Matt and Jag. He has said, final 7, let's do it. Let's go for it. Would he stick with that? I don't know. Because he has also talked about how it wouldn't be the end of the world if he and America were in the final 4 with Matt and Jag. Corey and Jag just, they're in love. Okay, but anyway. Yeah, so they're talking about the plans for next week. And Jag is saying we could put up Sari and Felicia. And then he's also saying Corey and America, they might also put up Sari and Felicia because it's too risky for them to put up 2 of us because they would have 3 people mad at them, Matt, Jag, and Bowie. So Matt says, I definitely need to win this HOH then. If we're going for Blue, we can't have Blue winning HOH. And Jag says, yes, you, me, Corey, or America need to win this HOH. They're figuring Corey and America are going to try and throw it. I don't know about that. We'll see. I feel like people are all big talks about throwing it, but then when they actually get there, they're like, maybe I should go for it. So anyway, Jag says again that Blue has to go because she is just itching to turn on them. And he says Blue is better at competitions than Corey and America. She's bold. She would take a shot at us. And Jag says if we get rid of Blue, Corey and America will think that we're still good with them and they probably won't take a shot at us. Okay. So Jag, not only is he saying Blue needs to go next, he's also saying, of course, that it should be a backdoor move. That's all Jag has been saying all season, right? So Matt's like, all right, but this is where it gets tricky because who do we put up? We're running out of people here. If we put up Sari and Felicia, that's going to ruin our chance of working with them. And he says, I don't think it's worth backdooring at this point, right? They're going to be down to the final 8. There's only going to be 2 people sitting out of the power veto competition. Jag says, well, okay, Felicia should definitely go up on the block, and then we can talk about who the other nominee will be, whether it's just Blue straight up or somebody else. But he says he would really prefer for it to be a backdoor. And later on in the evening, he was pushing again for Cirie and Felicia to go up as the initial nominees. So, yeah, Jag, part of his reasoning, he says if Blue is up on the block as one of the initial noms, she's going to go way harder, trying to win in the power veto competition than if she is a backdoor target. So Matt is like, I don't know. I still like the idea of Blue winning HOH and taking out Corey for us. And Jag's like, we are effed in that scenario, because he says, okay, say Blue wins HOH and she puts up Corey in America, and then we end up playing in the power veto, say we win. They're going to be so mad at us if we keep nominations the same. Jag is not budging on this at all. He does not want to lose Corey in America at this point. No way. And he is pushing hard that Blue has to go next. So another interesting thing here. Later on, Matt and Jag are chatting alone without Bowie this time. And they're deciding, they've been trying to get together this Final Four with Cirie and Bowie. And they're thinking, we would much rather go to the Final Three with Cirie instead of Bowie, even though they set up that Final Three with Bowie. Yikes. So honestly, though, they did set up also a Final Three with Cirie like weeks ago. So I guess they're just like bringing that back to life. I don't know, but they're like, we want to go to the Final Three with Cirie. Bowie would be going to Fort with us, and then we get rid of her. She's not going to be happy about that. Okay, so meanwhile, America and Blue are chatting in the bathroom, and America's like, okay, I have to tell you something. I don't want you to freak out, but from what Matt and Jag are telling me, they're targeting you next week. Ooh! Now, this is true, but America's like, I don't know if they're just telling me this because that's what they want to say in front of Corey. That's what they think Corey wants to hear. But America says, I do not want you to go. And she says, I'm trying to figure out how we can flip this around, how we can keep you safe. And America tells Blue, we need to win this next HOH. So Blue is like, well, what's going on? Like, who would they put up next to me? And America says, I think it would be Felicia. Yeah. And Blue's like, oh, this is so stressful that they're saying this. Like, why are they coming after me? And America's like, I don't know. Maybe it's because you've gotten closer to Cameron lately. That's not why. The real reason is because, again, Jag does not want to get rid of Corey at this point. So a little later, Blue is chatting again with Cirie, and Blue shares, hey, America told me that Matt and Jag have been saying that they want me out next. Blue, of course, is not sure if this is real. She says they might just be saying that to Corey in America to throw them off because, they don't want to tell Corey straight up they're targeting him. Stop. But she realizes, like, okay, if that is the case and they're just using my name as a decoy, why wouldn't they give me a heads up about that? Which is an excellent point and something that she should pay attention to. But she's like, my gut is telling me that I should trust Matt and Jag. Oh my God, stop. Okay, so later, Blue chats with Jag and Matt in the bathroom, and they're talking about Cameron a bit. And Jag says that Cameron thinks that he's Dan Giesling. He's like this amazing player. It just assumes that he's coming back for All-Stars. He assumes he'll be asked back to be a coach or something. I don't know if they're ever going to do that coach thing again, but they're wondering, like, because Cameron so desperately wants to leave a mark on this game, is he going to like put on a show when he's leaving? Is he going to like make some crazy ass speech? Well, Blue tells Matt and Jag, just know that I'm rocking with y'all. It doesn't matter what he says. It doesn't change the way I think about you. Is she saying this because America was like, oh, you might be too close to Cameron? Blue tells Matt and Jag, Cameron ain't shit to me. Subtext, you're not putting me up, right? Ugh. So then Jag starts going like, if it's slip and slide, blah, blah. Stop. Enough about slip and slide. Enough. All right. So that was all last night. Today, there's been no flip-flopping on this vote. One of the few weeks where we've had no flip-flopping, no waffling. Cameron will be leaving tonight. It's most likely going to be a 6-0 vote. Other stuff that's been happening today. Bowie had a chat with Cirie to start pulling her into that new Final Four with Bowie, Matt, and Jag. And Cirie is going along with it, right? She's like, oh, this is a great Final Four. I love it. But we know she definitely wants to split up Matt and Jag ASAP. Jag also had a chat with Cirie to like really bring home this whole Final Four situation. And he's telling Cirie, I want to go to Final 3 with you and Matt. Bowie is our number 4. But Bowie Stardust is number 1.
Where was Lammy?
She was in here.
No, she was like over there somewhere.
Yeah, she's in the mix. So yeah.
Oh, hi.
Hello. He's really trying to set up that Final 3 with Cirie and Matt. Okay. So we'll see what happens for tonight. So far from what I've seen, it does seem like Matt is maybe going for the HOH. Blue, I guess, is going for it. Other than that, I don't know. I would actually love to see Cirie or Felicia win HOH this week. Let's get it popping. Let's get some big moves happening.
Yeah, we're tired of the same old people winning.
Yeah, let's get some new people winning for sure. So I want to thank today's super chatters because you guys are amazing and we couldn't do this without you. So Gail Murphy Comedy, thank you so much. Lammy's like this right now. Yes, Gail, thank you again. And oh wait, is there a comment? Okay, Gail says you are a super chatter. So are you. Thank you. And Mary Ellen L, thank you so much as always. We really appreciate it. Okay. Thank you all so much for being here. We are going to go do some other stuff for a bit. We have a lot to do to get ready for our craft market this weekend, but we will be back tonight for the episode recap. I hope tonight's HOH is actually going to be on the episode, but we'll see. There hasn't been a ton of that this season, so who knows?
I mean, if it's slip and slide, it won't be.
It better not be slip and slide. I'm going to be so annoyed. But anyway, you think it is?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see. Thank you all so much for being here. And until next time, much love. Bye, everybody.